What's going on, guys? The Dvzl Team Standard Draw here, bringing you guys a deck profile. Long overdue. It's 2017. Aqua Force, got support, set 9. Let's jump right in. I'll show you what I got. So this is mainly a wave focused build, really, but wave Thavas, I guess. So starter I use is obviously Copywriter Mitros, whatever the Thavas starter. He is a really good starter. I didn't see a need to change him post set 9, and even before set 9, I didn't see a reason to change him. Basically, wave third, when your Vanguard with Thavas attacks, you can put him in Soul, search for Thavas in deck, and then at the end of the turn, it pops back to your hand. Easily gets you a stride fodder, and it's just a good starter in general for Thavas. I didn't see a reason to change him. So, getting the triggers, I'll go 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, and then the strides. So obviously 4 heals. Can't play less than 4 heals. Plus we play G guards. Can't go less than that. My trigger lineup's kind of funny because I've been testing around with it. But so I'm playing 4 draws. At first I started this deck. I thought to myself maybe I need more crits than draws. But I thought a good friend of mine told me that you need to draw into your combo pieces, so draw triggers really help. Another thing I'm playing, which made me eventually drop down the crits, I'm playing 2 of the stand trigger, the Dolphin that came out in set 9. His ability is wave first to second. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, if it's first to second, you hit a cost, which is Soul Blast 1. This unit gets 7k, and at the end of battle that it attacked, you can draw a card and put this unit on the bottom. So I thought to myself I didn't really need this card, but I saw it, and I saw the ability, and it only works on Thavas, by the way. But it was just a good way to draw. And it also helps you out for the Link Joker matchup as well. If you are locked in the front row and you stride the Thavas, you have a way to attack, and then it'll go away, so it can't be locked. And then last but not least, I play 6 crit. So the Thavas crit, 4 of that, put in Soul plus 5 draw, and 2 of the unflipping crit, which I don't really need a lot of unflipping in this deck. I've noticed that. I don't really use a lot of counterblast. I do need Soul though. That's one of the things that's a thing about this deck. So for grade 1s, I played 3 Stride Fodder. Of course, you're saying why I play 3 Stride Fodder. I chose to play 3 because I need I have a lot of grade 1 choices that I wanted to play with. So I brought that down ultimately. I brought it down to 3. So it works out. 4 perfect guards, obviously. Not the unflipping one, sadly, but, doesn't really counterblast a lot in this deck, and I don't really see myself in it. Right now, with the games that I've been playing, I don't really need to count up the unflipping one, plus I can protect my rare guards with this one. For old cards and new cards, first I'm playing 2 of Millennia. Millennia is a resist unit, grade 1, that only works on Thavas. When it's the 3rd wave and she attacks, I can counterblast 1, give her plus 5, and I can draw. Good for hand power, and just good in general, just to keep on field. Can't be locked or retired. 2 of Chloris, or whatever her name is. When she boosts the 4th wave of attack, I can Soul Blast 1 to bind the top card. And then when I'm being attacked at the beginning of the guard step, I can call as many units that are in the bind zone to the Guardian Circle, and each of those cards get plus 5,000 shield. I chose to play this card. At first I was playing Stacia, but then I switched it out because I noticed some of my games I was lacking defense. So I remember I played this card back in my old version of the deck, and it was a really big help, especially in the Narukami matchup when they have retired my field and I could just drop her down and hopefully she doesn't get retired. So luckily, I went back to her. And also, she's a wave unit as well, since it's a wave deck. And last but not least, for the grade 1s, I'm playing 3 of this new guy, Copywriter Paul. His ability is not to be gotten off every single time, but it's just the fact that he's a wave unit. So, 3rd battle or more, when he boosts or attack, I can Soul Blast 1, and I can give 2 units on the field. I can choose 2 units on the field, and I get plus 2,000. So that's 2k to Tidal Assault, or, could be 2k anywhere, and that 2k really does help. So, and he's a wave unit. I mean, why not? So for grade 2s, I'm playing 3 Tidal Assault. That was a tough decision to drop him down from 4 to 3. But he's not a wave unit. That's the only downside. But Cyclops is still a mandatory unit for any Aqua Force deck, so you can't play him less than 3. So, at least in my opinion. Next I'm playing 3 Nectarios. Nectarios is a wave grade 2 that searches for units. Also, I chose to use him because like he can get you the first 2 attacks for your stride units. So I said why not. But his ability is first or second wave. When he attacks the Vanguard, you can pay the cost. If you do, he gets 2k, and at the end of battle, I can check the top 4 cards for a wave unit, call it on the same rear guard as him, and then put him and the 3 other cards that you have, put them on the bottom of the deck. In a sense, if I don't shuffle the deck, I could stack it. I'll never get to that point, but it's a possibility. And plus, it gets you third or fourth battle without like swapping or restanding. So that in a sense it's good. Next, I'm playing 2 Adelaide. She's pretty good. Counterblast, Soul Blast. When this unit, when she's placed, I can pay the cost, which is that, and she gets the ability when she attacks the Vanguard, she can stand back up and she gets plus 2k. If I have a Thavas Vanguard, so she's pretty good. But I play her at 2. I don't really play her at 3. And last but not least, this new grade 2 that came out in set 9, which is Nikitas. Mainly, I'm only using him for the first ability. I rarely use the second ability, honestly. But his ability is, if I have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, and it's the first or second wave, he gets 2k. And at the end of the battle, when he attacks, I can counterblast 1 to swap places with him with a wave unit in the same column as this unit. So, in a sense, it's pretty good, at least in my opinion. So you can do some pretty crazy stuff, and then it like brings you back to the Storm Rider days, back when Aqua Force just came out, you know. So that's why I play it. And one more grade 2 tech that I play is Saberflow Sailor. Saberflow Sailor is like one of the cards that's been in my Aqua Force decks ever since he came out in set 2. So I didn't see a reason to take her out, so keep her in deck. At the end of the 4th battle that she attacked, 4th or more battle that she attacked, I can retire her and draw 2. So I just saw it didn't make sense to take her out. Let's see. Let's get into grade 3s. I'm playing 12 grade 2s, by the way. So obvious that means I'm playing less grade 3s. So playing 3 of Kritos. Kritos is the new grade 3 that came out in set 9. His ability is when he's on rearguard, and it's a third for the 3rd wave. If my Vanguard has attacked, and if my Vanguard attacked, if it's a 3rd wave, I can counterblast 1 to stand him back up. And if my Vanguard had wave ability, then he gets plus 2,000. He's a pretty good card. He kind of doesn't really mesh well with the rest of the deck because usually I like to be on my 4th wave, but he's a pretty good card. Apply triggers, stand him back up. He's pretty good. And his second ability, if you do accidentally ride it on Vanguard, then he has the ability counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 to check top 5 for a wave unit. So he's one of those grade 3s, but he's really good on rearguard. And last but not least, to round up, we have good old Thavas. Thavas, what more can be said about him? He's the main thing of the deck. You always want to ride on him. Of course, he has a misprint, so there's always going to be a game where your opponent's going to be reading him. So I'm like, wait, it doesn't say what it says, but basically, his GB2 ability, if it's the 4th wave, if it's the 4th battle where he attacks, my opponent can't call grade 0s to the Guardian Circle, and he gets a crit. And his on-stride abilities, when a unit strides on top of him, when your unit gets when your unit attacks and it's the 4th battle of that turn, they get I get the ability to pick 3 rear guards, and my opponent picks 1 to retire. So it's not written on the card, obviously, but yeah, you know, there's always gonna be those games where people are like, well, it's not said that in the card, and then you gotta find somebody that knows the ruling, and you know, it's a whole process. So on to Stride Zone. Let's start with the old cards, get to the new cards. So, playing 1 Aristotle. Aristotle's a really good card. Didn't see a need to take him out the deck. Yeah, just really good card. If it's the third wave of that turn, wave third or more when he attacks, counterblast one, I pick one of the rear guards to retire. So in conjunction with Thavas' skill, use him first, pop something, use Thavas' skill, they pop something. I'm playing one Title Board Dragon. He's just in here because I don't have 4 Lambros. We'll be getting it because Revival Collection did just drop, so there's that. Of course, for Title Board's ability, he came out in Trial deck, but third battle when he third or more battle when he hits a Vanguard, draw a card, call something on field. Of course, I'm playing 2 Lambros. Can't play Aqua Force out Lambros. I just think it's a necessity in the deck. Of course, when he attacks 4th battle or more, you can flip up a copy of him in G-Zone, stand 2 units, and if you have 2 or more face up in G-Zone, they get 10k. The units you stood get 10k. Thankfully, because of set 9, I could play this at 4. So this is Commander Thavas, the Stride Thavas. Thankfully, I got 2. I got my hands on 2, so I'm at 4 now. His ability is G Persona Flip once per turn. I can choose one of my units. They get +5 and they can attack from the back row. And then if it's Generation Break 3, I can do basically Thavas' ability, choose 3 rear guards, they retire 1. So in conjunction with Thavas, I pick 3, they retire 2 basically. Can't use skills at the same time, but you know, it's 1 by 1. And I have that at 4, so it's a really good card to go into when you don't have a field or you don't have the right proper setup. For the 2 new strides, we got 2 of the Wailing Thavas. So Wailing Thavas is that card that you just drop and you don't really win, but it's like one of those cards that you drop and it's like, you know, you're advancing the game or like you're trying to push for game. At least I don't know. It's not really like a finisher, but it's like a good card to go into. I don't know. At least from the games that I've played, it doesn't really finish the game. How should I say? At least from the test plays and the games that I've been in, it doesn't really finish the game. I'm usually finishing it on Commander Thavas. This is like 1 or 2 games where I finish him on him. But his ability, Generation Break 3, for every battle that occurred before his battle, my opponent chooses one of his rear guards to retire. So if it's been 3 battles, they retire 3. And Generation Break 2, and that's on a wave, on the 3rd wave, by the way. And Generation Break 2, I can counterblast 1. This unit gets 5k for each battle that happened, and my opponent can't call grade 1s to the Guardian Circle. So really good. Really good card. Maybe it's just the way I've been playing. At least the people I've been playing against. But like, I don't know. It's a really good card. I haven't been able to finish games with it. Maybe it's just I'm playing it wrong. Maybe I'm doing like 4 damage and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna play this card because it doesn't get a crit. So that's really what it is. But it's a really good card. I recommend it. I definitely recommend it. For G guards, I'm playing 2 Flotilla. First or second battle, she gets +5. That's a 20k shield. And for 2 other G guards, I'm playing 2 of the Iceberry Dragon. If it's the 1st or 4th wave, then he gets 10k power. So Aqua Force didn't really do too good in the G guard department, but you know, that's what we're dealing with. Of course, the weakness of this deck is if you attack me on the 3rd wave, I have nothing to do. So. And last 2 Stride units, 1 Blizzard and 1 Sea Breeze. I'm going to take out the Sea Breeze and the Title Board for 2 more Lambros when Revival Collection drops. But that's the deck for now. It's very wave focused, and at least from the way I built it, it's not really Counterblast heavy, it's really Soul Blast heavy. So it's really just like trying to recover the soul from when you play it. But tell me your opinions in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys would change. If you guys like the deck, if you hate it, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.